Hey, it's Justin Moore from Trending Family. I am here with my son Jacob. He is 1 year old, and today he's going to help me film this week's top 5 trending news in advertising and influencer marketing. So recently at NewFronts, Disney announced that they're going to be making exclusive content for Twitter, which is kind of a curious one. Of course, you have to be 13 years or older to have an account on Twitter, but just like YouTube, just like Facebook. I mean, of course, YouTube has the YouTube Kids app, but Disney, is very familiar with, needing to be compliant with COPPA, which governs, advertising to children. But I think that there's an acknowledgement that, there are eyeballs there. There's kind of a different audience there. Twitter has been making major forays into live video and into video in general with sports broadcasters and everything. And also Disney has inked some partnerships with Twitch lately too. So they're starting to explore some of these other platforms. I think it's smart. It just will be pretty interesting to see what type of content they come out with for Twitter. AwesomenessTV has announced that they're acquiring Clover Letter, which has about 200,000 global readers between the ages of 15 and 21. Of course, AwesomenessTV, their primary demographic is Gen Z, so they've said that they are going to expand the Clover brand into podcasting and video and a new website. But it makes sense. Of course, we've talked about before how powerful email marketing can be. So expanding into e-commerce and other brand partnerships, this makes sense for them. So according to the National Retail Federation, millennial parents are more brand loyal than other parents. 49% of millennial parents say that they will stick with a brand despite cheaper alternatives. That's versus 30% of parents of other generations. And this is good news because millennials are parents to half of today's children. And every year, over 1 million millennial women become new moms. So the importance of this is storytelling, right? Rather than marketing and advertising purely on price, talking about how your brand and your product fits in with a millennial parent's life. That's where it's at. So the race to win the voice market is heating up. Google has just announced that they're going to be coming out with Google Assistant-powered smart display devices, presumably to take on the Amazon Echo Show. It's going to be pretty interesting. Google has YouTube TV now. Imagine watching a show on YouTube TV. It reminds you of something. You search for something on your laptop, and then you get directions to a store on your phone, or maybe you are following a YouTube cooking tutorial on this smart display device. It's going to be pretty interesting for advertisers and brands being able to target that consumer at exactly the right time, exactly the right place, on exactly the right device. So the Washington Post recently highlighted a study from the Journal of Developmental and Behavioral Pediatrics that says that anxiety and not depression is the leading mental health issue for kids these days. A lot of therapists are saying that social media, who's liking my picture, who's commenting on my pictures, that can cause a lot of anxiety for kids these days. And the implication, I think, for brands is in your messaging, in your creative, to really make sure that you're not preying on that vulnerability and in their own quest for virality or people liking and commenting on their pictures, to make sure that shows through and to educate and illustrate that there's more important things than popularity and engagement on social media.